We all saw this picture from South Africa where the president, the finance minister, the minister of railway, Honorable Joe Gatti, and co. In fact, the first time we heard it was when they issued a statement, Accra to get a SkyTrain soon, and they called a huge amount of money, even before Parliament was aware. When they returned to Ghana, they started adding the pieces together, and it turns out that government of Ghana encouraged an investor from South Africa to set up an SPV, special purpose vehicle, in Mauritius. And before the company actually even starts to do feasibility study, someone in government decided to pay $2 million to this entity. Then this year, January this year, the former Minister for Railway, Honorable Joe Gatti, one of the people vying to be flag bearer in NPP, gave an interview, and where he suggested that he never said that the SkyTrain project was going to be funded by government. I'm not sure whether he's reading what he himself has written. If government was not the one funding the SkyTrain, what was the $2 million meant for? But the important question is this. When you have a situation where the minister then says in 2023 now that he always believed that before the project takes off, there should be a cabinet approval, there should be a parliamentary approval, PPA approval. Since none of these things were approved, in fact, the Auditor General report suggested that the company did not even have the necessary license to operate the system they wanted to operate. So the question is, what was the reason for government to act in the way to give out $2 million? Who actually took the decision to pay this entity in Mauritius? Was Dr. Baumia, the chairman of the economic management team, they call him the strategist now, aware that without any recourse to Public Financial Management Act and Public Procurement Act, it was wrong for any government entity to pay that kind of amount? So who authorized the payment of the $2 million in terms of the so-called feasibility? And which normal decision maker pays out $2 million for a feasibility study before, as they put it, the project will determine whether the project is bankable?
Okay, and then so say that for a better I say I hire original TV at the Mpensenmpensenmu Jumadino Anna Abram within the Koku Owusu Ajay Pato na and some be brain or why Ebenya Daje Edin Komo at the Afahon, but to say the opening can at the back one never share near Kamwasem. Maybe a chum case Ebenya a Ketekia and Namwim na Besina in Yahu Asem, I say. I did carbon honka crab say $2 million said they are come over Mauritius. As a day, Nina Hong Kong born even other Betanasi. Now, yet the other issues and so and also so high na accounts and very sick at them. And quaya ye pese ye de faso and acquire de faso and so you nim say a bit to me a basso say ya shed that say ye who a dear free and put you will yanamo you to crime. And I'm saying, Canada, Agyapong, Akasa, their IMF, who as one day is inconsistent for Saturday, and say, make I say time or campaigner or say, Yatia CSFE, and I say, Abaya say, young call IMF, no, or cancel me, say, is it the idea and seven or country and for. Then no more, my demo on a silver platter. As I can once, I can even see the crowd once, Mama. Or Trebiabo, His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, as a strategy in 1 year, and this answer, eventually needing come up at the Afahon. Plus, other issues are, call now, so a bear, but we need to go surgery pato. Now, and Al-Haji, Yusuf Fufana, I'll call Abaimwa, Okasa. For social services ofia or MPP ni mapa so and Haruna Mohammed and so your president ma patriotic front of Ghana on also so ofia na Mohammed Madi Jibril so NDC ni mapa kanena oye deputy national organizer. Of course, so yenu nyina na be din komo nti no ya so na fefo adwen Abraham na de kano oko Facebook original 91.9 sorry original TVGH original TVGH obetimi ahwe e Facebook na fe waja comment be interactive one kasa fa onsuso adwen kire Abra every time ya adwen o se bia de o twere no obi nkan ni nyina aka ho bi na shape the minds of the people. Abiafo emo akwaba. Yes, yeah, boko there. Araj.
Adipachi.
Adipachi so no say adechi. Ya nti asem fufura mpanufo si echi. I said there bia ne asem a edeba. Nti enanso so ebi abepi. I don't know bibia boko there.
Nyame adom. Yeti ase.
Bibia nofia no bibia
na ebe Canada yeti ase. That's the tears.
That na ko pass. Madi
Ato.
Eshi ya.
Because alhamdulillah so far. Departure there. Nyame ase.
All right. Alright. We there, but first of all, me person be say na obi anya an encounter with a friend you can say your friend is saying ngofo ya omotion association land guard only land guard for anya encounter pain e will be our sas ho have you I could do baby bia you would need their services and I say what sas be o ma be tata or so pain bibi sa
Yo pato we there mama mfa etia kese e ma twedi ampon yankofo say adope abehie mo Sanchia, we design the me say only one in town. No who be pay. But to have the display nyama be.
Alhaji ma chat ma tita ma hu se mo nsunsun wa makam.
Oh.
Ma check out the mo se mo nsunsun wa makam to the day me do it.
We wa lock me o be say make asante na o kan sa no. I mean tia mi nuano mo I think this is the first time I'm tia mi
Haruna.
I believe say Haruna ho ye mi nua koma esanse me chi nine e friend Haruna.
Oh okay.
Na Mahadi die me no nyenne e si mu ache. Ti o mo nyina no pay. Langas. Well, me in person as me for Fana dear, me encounter on any of my dealings. But we can about land guards now say we baby ubeka say nipa be perception ni say bona nipa no a free band sana say atre or baby some time ago me say one of the senior police commanders I can say headquarters of Langas nima be parliamentary candidate to Honomo and tells you say I have had close this thing with them me say e ban langa that semi e asema e ahunti kakra e had dream e asema enye essence o hwa o start ya che some time ago by crash omo kunkun omo clash one land so no mo Langard group say ni langa na ya dia bosso ana asase obi ato opeso o hwe ni hundreds of acres so na obi nso akoto na asase wako pension wato na asase opeso si 2x4 den bi na eja wachimeni ana ebia libre bi peso ko si dan na oni ni busu afoko trem na akoji asase na free ni nsem okakasa kra na abuno ebi kra etumi kun esie omwo no an asase so it's very very bad. In fact, it has gone on for a long time in this country. Nan say die, emi say senior ye nu nyama no dia ayesa bafom. But see anu emi someone change the face of doing the thing. It's someone in say police for the omu bosopa. So senior omu changing no, very strategic. One sheni year omu say omu ye Langard for. But they are. And they are all over the place still. Omu yes omu.
Is that question because of the Honorable Suhini Kai say bit say lands commission for
okay.
And I say even sometimes police for any soldier for Kasakran it's me echo high land guard for I say omunshe omunsase so and for I mean it can't be ignored.
Yeah,
Say,
seriously.
These are cost of by Land Commission for the car taba and Kofobi no company no I'm saying this because you were maimu as a you can say vigilante related
groups.
Your friend is saying we are land guard and if Nkofua who are legitimately empowered clothed with the powers to make sure say omubeyi san Nkofua and enforce law hire the services of these people. It's worrying.
That is true. Let me say, Lands Commission Abeyoma, say a company, a security company, to protect government lands. Esansepato is very sad. Senior over the years, so many years, I be more to me call government land, so ecofa government land, not necessarily politicians alone. Raping near the any to politicians. But uko baby a government lands who na hu ahemfo no nso senia ebimu enyomo nyina fa government lands turn back it will surprise you. Thousands of acres. And also na ubebisa on say so where are the authorities? Lands Commission now all these years na mo yede. Because you believe me and you believe say the policemen no to me in war baby at the same time. Inti be a police what that sa area no. They say a taxi if there's any government land around that area, but I think the Lands Commission has gone ahead. I could contract a recognized security company. So because yes, but for all you know, the lands are going. Is
it not again worrying? I say you have Lands Commissioner buying area, or buying. And SARS and I say, oh, my buy. There were state institutions and security, state security apparatus. Now, Omunia Nkrofam, my friend saying, BBC, they rely on, private security.
Well, I don't know what informed that. It made me a grantee because of me, about the police strength, because it be a land, any far. Government lands are all over the country, so many places. So ABI no inform on decision. So yes idea no. But me me bo amobaso because e bin see that. And I make no e bin see that there hasn't been any time or under any government ya ka say na me ma ban time no there ye bo ho ban ana group ye wo hu a e bo ho ban. It has always been so say we are government that
so it doesn't matter how, no, but the fact matters. That it doesn't matter because when I'm fast so born home by no sell my born home by no war here. But say when I'm fast so born home by no say
private security now.
I say it sits well with our constitution, our way of doing things, and no, it doesn't matter.
I don't think it's a problem if it's a recognized, well-established, registered company. Even government crowd to me go for private security, regarding property, government. So what is it? So as they do, no complement the effort of the police. Because for all because district be not police for me and 99 in a whole police station. Then on bet me I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So if a government and Kasakura to me go for private companies, say mon guiding me properties, mon guiding me residences, so I think I don't think it's a big deal. Once it's a recognized, registered with the Register General, OBID to say they are a recognized company. I don't think there's anything.
Okay. Haruna, what you think about this?
Well, I think my mentor at for an Michio panelist. And of course, this is my first time. Maybe original TV, but a platform media. This is not my first time.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always had some interviews granted here.
Yeah.
I want say your constitution, Emma Obia Queen, as a citizen, say me I register legitimate companies and empowering private sector. No, the constitution by extension. Political parties or manifestos na ya omudi tudwa no. They espouse private partnerships. So it's very good. Nemom minua for fana kasambi ebia one way, and I want to pick it from that angle. Say it is good that say a registered company, and it is not coming from the beer na war, and because of nema binti what diversify strategically go to register a company to legitimize nema na wo. It doesn't sit well with the constitution. One, me a landguard. Yenina enim say there's a law now that bans vigilantism, that bans landguard businesses. Now, because I want to still be in business, I will quickly devise a strategy to go and legitimize nema na meyen, to make it as if say me a security company, but in actual operation sense, no, nature say me a landguard business. Let's look at it this way. Before obey security company, and now before you would register a company, you would have to be like say obey all those, you know, recognized apparatus, recognized gadgets. Nenema say you are indeed qualified to be in such business. They would have to take you. You will be far nemomu like progress strange process before ubenya sa tumi ana sa krata no ansana you will be recognized. But once you failed to be taken through sa vigorous process no ansana ubenya sa krata to legitimize your business no ohona problem no. I can mention a whole lot. Me as individual, I've had encountered so many encounters with omoye landguards.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, sir, obia owon kan ha eye business, land business, ana osisi dan eton ana osisi apartments. One way the other no, would have issues with landguards. Ahimfo landguards.
Either say or no landguards and landguards for attack.
One way or the other to protect. That is where the problem is. It's very worrisome because any country now you're legitimizing private security. The tendency of undermining where the state security is very high. It's very high. The me near Honorable Suhini, no Okano, Menino Eya Dream, because he's coming from an angle where to undermining your own security means a lot. Say the state's securities that has every apparatus, every gadget, everything to be able to operate. You know, they feel say
friend on kind of undermining or friend complementing.
That is what he would say. What at all are they complementing? What at all are they complementing? Say, you are not in a position to execute your mandates. Just say, Oko high or B to come and complement your effort. So that what will happen? Abayin entimin sure or nwani fi. Abayin entimin sure or nwani asasi. Abayin entimin protecting the interests of Minewu. Just a private security. Where are we headed as a country? And the problem we are discussing now, and shares here from MPP Apan.
Is the issue about the Nipano or High are complemented, or how competent or how how competent Nipano or Kofano Abano? And no any issue nana, because if you are going to hire well-trained private security,
I am talking about.
I am pass it through to say they have been made to pass through the mill
Good.
and they are, ready to go, fired up. I mean, they omo yankrofo a otim odi omo eye adwuma ebetimi ayeye.
What kai before 2020 elections and 2016 elections no. And that's sorry, Manasseh reports investigations now flat old castle.
2020 elections.
2021 old castle. No more company, no more company buying. Some company no more juma buying. They were private according to them. They were private security. That's a MPP kofa baye according to the report. So omun training omuamu security, private security, and as president, as government, we have the private, we have the state security that can protect the president, that can protect the citizenry. And then at the end of the day, you obia open a business, obia opeska, obia and undermine the states, not the state security, or undermine the states in general, to the extent of using the state property to train private people. It's wrong. So legitimizing because if we give them that credence, Ochena, I can also say I'm forming a vigilante group, and I will come to the government in power because I am influential, my business, so that you be protecting Flagstaff House. If today the state security can no longer be trusted, because I don't see why you would have to be complimented. If today Ochena Obiba no catch you say this person is MPP.
To be trusted, not to be trusted is too strong an expression, I think.
No, that's it. It's not to be trusted in a sense.
You're talking about sufficiency. To complement. He was talking, said you can go to a station. Not nipa bear 4 penny.
That's why I'm telling you, sir, if the chiefs would be able to sell your government property, that means something is going on wrong. That is what I am talking about. There's nobody, why? We have documents that shows that there is this executive instrument, assassin, and then you fail to go and do your search. Because who call your search, they will tell you there is a kind of an instrument on it that belongs to the state. And so they will tell you, say, Utoya, Memao bodyguards, and a Memao land guards, now I could see. At the end of the day, what happens? The buyer will stand to lose. But to make it look as if, say, because that village is isolated from Accra, meaning it's not part of Ghana. Therefore, there is that limited security that you cannot deploy to go and protect state lands. They're giving credence to the operations in America. We should devoid of using people stand the huge chance to destabilize the state apparatus and securities. That's my point. Okay. Honorable Suhini made references. Oka Obodi, or see the director of lands. The failure, the inability to protect the state properties. Therefore, Omuko Hai private security to come. Many wonder what private security does. They are out for money. The highest the bidder. The highest they go. Once you can pay me more, okay? Sometimes they even clash. If today this chief is claiming this land, and I will also claiming this land, and I'll go and hire another security to come and protect. No, but I be protect this land, no. And then there's another security. What happens?
You will need the state security
to come and separate. So therefore, we should disassociate or make it unattractive for people who have to come and then undermine the constitution. Okay. That is my point.
Madi.
What? I'm so for Kunya Winchia, the viewers and pay. Namintia Ofana. I'm pass usua design if you know.
Oh yes. Now partner there's me come
usua design.
Otimi the shoe ba.
Yes.
Na yam say me nyi kwa me nyi na me man.
Now the edin no kasa onim for.
Being mischievous, buddy.
No, Alaji obi a onim bi anim say kai.
No one
Share.
And the part to me run the car twice a day.
Buddy.
Service. Me na Haruna at least once a while we meet. Yeah, once a while we meet. If I miss you and them say, hey, bro. Because my share a friend is but Landguard issue. As old as Ghana and beyond Ghana. Landguard bro for a month for day 2 day. 34 no say was say na obi ba. Na o ka say masasa nenso. Kotena hana hwemame. That's a Landguard. This has been with us. A month for the assassin ma na the amount. This has been so if you go to area that's Obanya Ikru friend Mumuni Kru, Yusuf Kru, because it came from those issues. But it became a pointer. Because the distance only I no one they start owning that land. Say say. If you say this is how I start here. So areas are started by away by to our time. A month for once I see how fast I see a woman say will be a question or toss I say crap was or toss as no one you are. No was it one single room say we got naso ensure mommy. But the chief became a pointer. Our system no na amount point means wine as I say wine as I say. So now South people start okay. As I say we me ankasa media. Inti who na conscious masumame. Me mfa ma we. So that brought in these people how we call them Landguards. But it went beyond say me sure so obi be assassin so me frɛ hin na to we na ka kire say obi ba to the extent say amanfo a ekɔ hɔ no nyama omu kita di kɔ hɔ no ananima ade no ebeye o into ufa areas like Anyaso to ufa Ablekuma area those times people find it difficult even to go and build houses because Ebenya Crawford like ninja. This called ninja. People we have them, people know them. And they will be then they will go and fight and kill people, beat people and leave the land. In that far area. All these lands, all because your land administration is a problem. And people took advantage on it to be doing all sorts of things. And as I said, I got beyond Achimota. But we say Landguard has been on it. In fact, now it has gone beyond even Accra to almost where even prime lands have become issues. Yes, I the amount for tomato as I say at your home, maybe a problem in your home. But I was shocked. I haven't get in contact with Landguards because I've been in construction. In fact, I've gone to a point where they surrender you and warn you and Bahabio. In fact, if you want your construction to go on well, my dear friends say, first land, they didn't fee. After the day, or just as I said, no. So, once if you're running back for some time, and all better than as I say, right, this has been the issues. This has been with us across. Yes, because at least, will be about 5 years, 2 years, when you be on him say, wait, they were calling one baby. Then if they sell the land. So they own the land, and most of them have behaved like a taxi drivers. Because they have it every day, they keep selling the land, and they don't even have the lands within the area. But this has discouraged many people in this country. Antime and Sidai, among for way free more, Omamoto and Suwa sites, people have gone through this one. So, and when they do a Mpensenmpensenmu amount for say it beyond gone between lands. I saw for a program crapper, no cover Saboys will be Ediemuchi. I him for a programmer, Omukita pump actions, our chrome, a boat to Yehuomo, become the function. It has now moved from them, become just a Landguard. Now they are owning chieftaincy.
Titles.
Titles. In the country.
Titles. Yeah.
Them they are holding titles. You and I know them. They are holding titles. If you go to the community, they stay for long. Because they are the guys. We know them. So then they use that legitimacy now.
Yeah.
So your friend or young guy or boys are all fighting man.
Yeah.
This is what we are having. So at the end, after your friend said, I also buy elections to buy, Among funny who say these guys are around apart from say longer they do, but churches you see them, chieftains everywhere you find them. So young bandits are issues of say you so obi a private and baby. But at the time now yes our policies some of us believe you say ebeye kakamoto bi keke din keke say
yes
policy
law
no because somebody will take advantage and cover some people to use the people to do what they want to do. You can't say same way. But Pato, issue now raised here is because of what has happened yesterday. The question is the ukoto as I say on ho o say obeye map oba ne ho na o catch as I say we genuine only problem cause you die who problem brand ho. He's not able to protect his own land.
Yes.
You see where the issues are. Only want to be protected as I say what the ma obi a 1 year abandon say o ko dina as I say no so mame. Wo ko so no okitetu okitamination. Why ena woni na ekun as I say no our government are protect no woni na ekun. Why? So now the government has put in because so the land got to assassin so now moto assassin no. What on bia no atua your friends say digging fee ni nyama no. Abai na awodi private man call say ko assassin then for so be na wonya so awodi tu enkrofo no.
See akura yo ade your friend appearance fee. Wonim sa?
Appearance answer na digging number. Wonya ko ahemfie wo mpie. You see appearance fee unyamba bia just otua answer na
yes, you see?
Yeah, Lord.
So,
you know.
It's scaring. If a statement I thought Omeka say they are not involving anybody. But to go to the extent to say, no, you were private company. Man say one share so. If the government now is using private company to protect, but also as I say for 1 acre, it will cry say, how will you protect it? Even state itself, there be police into me. This is called private. So we are out. Yeah, in Agyapong private, Agyapong fair private to protect our land. Are we not even encouraging land guys in baby? Are we not bringing it back? If he has say stop war, are we not even making it amount for 1 year? Eh? Because I buy into say they mean to me, but they will be na abaho, and I'll make sure as I say no mame. Because I myself mean to me a protected land because me say a land administration ain't a problem neighbor. Now the government say me I mean to me administrating me land. This will be the private company never go and protected land for God know how long. Me never find a can say oh yes will be to me I can register. It means as they say crap now you can go and register armed robbery.
David.
Oh, these people.
No, but who can register? You state what you are going to do.
The objective.
Make sure that you'll make sure that you keep to it.
Synonyms.
But how can you go and register and say you want to?
Synonyms. Use synonyms.
Mame o maimu. They work register no catch us o elanga de juma. They are buying use no or trust o elanga de juma. But man certificate. So we are private security. Did he add say we protected land with ammunition? Did he? Because he would not be allowed to do that job. Payamano. Inti me obia me only say first now when we were young, Fafana will know. Obi di obi car. He has a boys who can go and call to go and fight for him. Obi girl. You have a guys who call them to go and fight. Fafana, you know this things. So now we have people who say, okay, abandon to me in Jimmy Kamame. Me Jimmy say Kamame. So I'm going to register a company. Obidi will come frame me.
Oh, by your companies, Your company or her legitimately.
You see,
your debt collectors.
You see, your company debt collector. In fact, say your police, are saying a bank of away. I'm there one now. We do say, but you say, we so fear because say, me should be taking a code come out, a boss who jika. Into my code is that say I can take. Come out. I'm talking about the other side of the.
No, how about fine tuning it because it might be them about a bit me our. I say Nkrofo to me Kotata Nkrofo Kodanka. The state sees it well. So court yeah akwaji ni panensi kama no. Enye boni. But kwan abefa so no. Enye ma yemra ubetimi ate eku. I know some of them and I know some people and so you train your people without resorting to you know
$500 cost our company no. I so throw now we go Jesus man.
So I know you illegitimate.
Illegitimate no. What got it illegitimate yes you can say some na work no. Obi a work is also me your company. Me security me bibia. They go on to do all those things. I'm just talking about we using wrong people to do writing. Abayan no it has good basic say what Timmy I engage you be say as I say assembly because we have all come to understand say anything that come to us say any as government na issue so and these are problems and ever. In fact there was an issue whereby a friend say Betiano say man for by ko kum kro for 9 e wo ho on as say issue no come because parliament as that we speak now obi ntimi nka bibi nchire omo because you obi a wo protect obi lands e ma no. But you see so come to yanko police police headquarters police headquarters almost the whole department for land issues, for land dispute issues. Yeah. A whole department. In fact, they have gone beyond it to have anti-land guard squad. Yeah. They have anti-land guard squad, which means you empesa obey land guard issue. You empesa a private company. Who they say no, who turn out problem about say.
So this is not something police ni bune ni egoso.
Debi.
Police, the state is already
have a system
for it.
Have a system. Yeah. In fact, I have a system of a police more anti-land guard squad unit. Omo mpese say pato kota asase. Haruna so ba say asase yanko fa obi beko ho. Omo say we unit a ebetimi resolve issues no. In fact, this is the only unit that invite chiefs like Nathan. That department. Ubeko a CID headquarters say 5th floor or 5th floor. They be almost him for omo ke problems so they are almost there. They don't see them in it. But the problem is a system na amwa because the same CIDs who are working on the police, when they get 2 plots of land that place, then they allow people to protect even the land for them because
they also hire
these are the issues.
Anyway,
these are the very issues that we have. But it's a serious issue. I think that all of us must speak to it. Yes, private companies are good, but I think that there should be areas or private security. There are some areas too we have to limit it. As I now say to have the security, private security, and Timmy Baha, handle private security.
I like the point of my man quite for a battle. In fact, frankly speaking, my aligning me home with almost submission because I feel say say a per se a son near ma. We might, you see, the all kind, it makes sense to me. Say, okay, bia omunso nti yempe kwan ya be fa so e be complimenting. But like Haruna said, I don't know, you have to be very careful because one way that which I say solve no will give rise to some other problems that I don't know what you think. Then we go to the next topic.
Thank you very much, Patu. Let me say, I don't know.
You say 3 against 1 on this.
3 against 1. Rape, you know, so to be by my side.
What was I
against? There's no one against me. Patu, let me say, we are getting things wrong here. Aruna Kasana maybe some who say, and then you start to say there is security companies who are as if it's not even proper. It's a security company. Now one share here, now you see, no one share here. Meanwhile, I've told you, say, almost starting in security companies, private security companies. And yeah, baby, ne buy and I be doing who say or register. It be muna they work for the Aspirants. And then start here. Now say in the Lands Commission and Kasa, and who say me engage security companies no money juma mamia. Yen beside you won't say, and then I shall say and a mamma instances of government properties. Yes, private security companies, sensitive places. Right.
Do we know the number, because the Lands Commission for Nubia might want to know the number of any part of private company do ekogo. Do you know the numerical strength of the land guards for no diomo eko near say intimi be from police for say be at post. Oh sorry, I also Juma. This is where you're going to be. You try to say koye bank duties. Yes, koye we say, yes, koye we say. Can't we get police what say the oka say or anti-land guard your friend saying unit needs animal. Get these people to go and do it for you. I mean, or minor to get the security. I mean, police for to do that for them rather than resorting.
I spoke even about the police training. You cry nearby and the police for anya numbers kakra. I spoke about that, and I spoke about certain lands. I will be Uko police station kitu ebi na ewo police for mienu miensa etu ewo nyina ye baako. And I'm talking about say police for abo humodi ayo ejuma ombeye, and they are still doing it, unlike ebi ania ebeka as if the word he used, they are not trusted, which is very harsh. I think you alerted him.
Which one?
No, you talk about the police not being trusted.
No, I didn't say so. I didn't say so.
Well, and Obemi Yuan, you said so many things, which looks very political. But I was shocked. Say, you look political. Politician,
what did I say? What did I say?
As if everything that was done under this government, and now, yes, Anna.
He should we say he is not talking about this government in
that's why I'm saying it for him. Wow, as if it started today, and he started say register security companies. He started say register security companies. 1992, you know, started you can say democracy. Private security companies are almost protecting government properties. What do you call sir? So is it today because we are in power and on better than land gas? How do you have to think that way? And how do you think the private security owners looking at watching this program today will think about you?
You see,
I mean, we have to look at things senate Ebia senior Ebia due to police trend. Say police for mo now so private companies will chrome. What is a private company be out than any langas or kunkum be one? What is pay? It means say they are always well trained, well resourced, because Nipana or Kohonomono, or in say police war or local police bet me at you. Or enya because police near mandating so be share internal security. And they are doing it perfectly. And I'm talking of their strength and places are Oben who say Wako district Bimuna police station no and na police strength about 4 people. I 2 back open the let me tell you the reason why it's a conflict ban offer. It's because of these things. The northern parts of Ghana. What was the northern parts of Ghana? Mostly a vast area, a bit more remote. Until where you have a police post with 2 or 1 policeman and there's any civil strife and communal violence, imagine what happens. By the time the police in the central way of, let's say, the region, like Bolga, Tamale, Bemuva, Kohonoma, now it be 2-3 days. Now, I didn't say. Wow. Until Ebanisana, we have to understand, say, police for Omojumano Dorso. And they are doing it.
Nti police for no. Omu free yanka say mu. For instance, they said they were unit. charged with taking care of land guard issues. These same people, can't we employ some of them as police? Can't we recruit some of them as police people? Another private for individuals who do these things. Elsewhere, what mean will be now we're grafting into
has it been
the
done
mainstream friend saying.
Has it
No, but what I'm saying
is
all
kind about police winning you asked him if I'm lying.
Okay,
so establish here to enhance na police for we trying to do all this because we think say police for but they need to be strengthened and resourced.
Won't it encourage activities and I said and yet said they also so when engage private security, which security you do not know the kind of fast recruiting in Crawford or the channel now adjuma or more to say the land guard for your majumano. It makes it akin to
one question.
No worries.
Tell me just one private security acquire or land guard assassin. A registered private security company. Just one.
What then?
I would say send your land guards for individuals. Just one security company. So this company is noted for that.
It is alien to the constitution. That's why we are talking about it.
Tell me. Say is it not the same Ganamra? Neba who can say bet me at private security company sana. Nanka obi antimi register. And I can be time I kasano. And sana obi register private security company. Oko through processes enye easy. One kasa leader no kra no ye be scrutinize you. Baby e wo abra wabo. One abra wabo school awako ye wia na ye say oh dey we krojin. And sana even the security we na ye be fa no we dey bisa some of them it is the military or the police and the training kwada no.
All right.
You see,
it is
I want to correct something now. I want to say Oshasiye every baby and one way. Until I want to start from there. Say, or see, registering doing businesses as a security companies. Ne omuye land guard businesses. Say yanshweni year. That's what I said. Yanshweni year because of the laws that we passed to ban vigilantism, to ban land guard businesses. No, ye bimu be diversify. Ejwane akoshe ho. Ye yes na employee. That's what. Ye yes na employee omo year.
Isn't that possible?
Yes, it is possible.
Isn't that
God
possible?
bless you. Is it not same I can for police for?
Yeah.
Police for no munyina na angels ana.
Good.
You can't get everything to be perfect.
When
Police for right to make us say ebi mo fa nchen eko. Now so armed robbers.
The issue about it, the issue about it today. Now, am I one? Sa law now you're passing here to ban all these activities. No. Before then, in 2014, that particular company I deal with, was in operation. Okay. Now, what led to this particular discussion is to the extent that the owners of the land abaying what police state security to the extent if you have issues with the protection of the land one yes but the problem that emanates from your own quarters and say there has been an accusation say the minister and the directors of the the land commission and so on, to tone abaying assassin. So to come out and protest that particular allegation, no, they came out with this particular frivolous explanation. They say, "Ama obimu encroach of encroaching government lands." Therefore, they had to sort to private security to protect public.
All right, so let's move away from that because
police cannot be on the land.
No. That's what we're saying. But
there is where to report your problem.
All right, so you have all made your point. You have all made your point. Alaji, Haruna, we've all made our point. So let's leave it to the public to process it.
The police will be at the station and doing other duties unless it is encroached before you
let's
report.
move to let's move to
I mean, if
let's move to these two issues.
There
are two issues we say. If to say there, I like Canada Agyapong. I say no more so. And
but let me say we are paid.
say I am in the candidate.
I'm not what you man be.
And I'm a also.
Because of say
no matter. Already, say. Okay, but I want to maybe
understand. Oh no,
especially
I don't know if I am betting na 2 minutes be able. Started.
Economic performance. No, want some Canada Agyapong some can say government. IMF, IMF, no one can no ankasa as a or criticize the own government. No near the young fra Sky Train who has a minority. In fact, omo other things. Omo some tablets via say they are quite common be say omo and ya wabra enya me fa parliament. And I feel so they mentioned one Pullman hotel via. Yes, and also Yama about 20 million. I mean tax waivers, about 20 million US dollars. Normally their account, but their cover a year amount for admin course so pay Sky Train 2 million. They are come Mauritius for near that. Nina fa sika yini anamaya admin course anema we nina eso because we are supposed to be prudent in the sika sem near that. Any day Canada Agyapong can you finding na infamadi the chat so
Pato 2024 elections ebeko based on credibility based on obi asama obi
we the fache me quick one Matthew says you are compiling a certain book from 1992 to 2020 mo manifesto my launch until 2024 elections, what's our manifesto for?
Oh, manifesto,
well, just clarification.
Yes, once dynamics and a system no more. Idea a day in Nimundra to be different
from there. Remember, say you're steady. We say in from 1992.
No, it also guides you. A guide you. Nipano will present even the next document. Do you even need to go more into a new document? Then ultimately in the last one now, about it guides you.
All right.
It's very good. So you keep document. It's you need to applaud the NDC.
I'll get a copy.
Yeah, you need to applaud the NDC for putting up such thing. Say sana to it's good for them.
I'm interested in it.
Yes, I know the way you once you said it means that you have shown love for that idea, a party. Yeah. I know the way you approach your issues. So, but elections, in 2024, it's going to be based on credibility. Now, Adedi in this contest of the MPP are omoko for the primaries. Since I'm picking nomination and beyond. We share contest elections in they are not talking about the current and how to improve what they are having now for the last 6 years. Obi ntimi nka say yi levy baby e wono me ba me be to aso ayeni nobody has able to say that one. And I say economy ni say they are all talking about ade ajo mahama aye e na amudi e benchmark so hwe omo yen na omo ye campaign even if omo yankasa or the ajo mahama in a benchmark of the Ghana issues to solve in the as going because almost said the 4 years and nothing has come to play. Now, over Canada Agyapong issue now raise this is not the first time Canada Agyapong are raising issues with. In fact, in 2018, it's on record. I can say about Messi or a dollar or a magic or once hold the dollar and you should arrest the dollar for us to see. He have mentioned these issues. But baby, I could say no, they are now speaking the language we have already spoke already. about economy say Baomia enye economist onye strategic ya Canada enya do for emaye say dollar no be economy no na man there ye see the be ye economy ni ye we have said it already say in the MPP for ye kasa for omo kasa no action talk alone ya Canada answer na anan ebeka so inyama omo can say just because of elections now more kono for us it's not a new thing. In fact, we are more than what they are talking about now, waiting for whoever they will elect for us to now refer them to those issues. Economy issues, they themselves agree. You know, all the sectors. Sika, say, Abain say, my yeju mama revenue, so I meet yaka. Buffer stock in the intimate you have a minister arrogantly to go and tell Ghanaians say 14th metuesikano arrogantly. Would that even taken his time when the minority came to support to talk to the people? Or see they be metuesikano 14th Monday 17th Monday by the chief executive of the buffer stock. What's the omunisika? They have now pushed them from 17th to 30th. To the end because where and I'm telling because credibility issues no. So Uber a friend say bond holders are the same thing omudi tricks omudi. All those people who are raising issues of the challenges. That mean Ghana mo share no mutia. I'm talking about credibility. Okay. I'm talking about credibility. Or share no. Or this so. One team and this so. So those are the issues coming into this issue about the railway issues. Why
don't you look at or pepper any the reality? Say abai ebia obenya nkobema nkofo koman yaamo. But the truth is that ebia there have been times that would do obi kanwa wajen say I'll make sure say meet you and buy this time. Hoping say Alhaji or so more sikabi or the baba beto ama obey there because abai promises now based on projections.
So when Bawumia and Nanado and these 10 candidates now campaigning against John Mahama those time on the delays of payment, what were they thinking? No one even says 6 them say error. That when they come, they will not ever own anybody. So where was that issues? Because when you say buying the piano a projection and a war so when we project target a bed for tono. But they campaign on it. They swear at the knife say anybody who leaves a government and is pay a debt of them 3 months and that's all when you are buying. At the end of the day, in the buffer stock, how many years in a year? 2 years. Institution, cover IPP, a car yediomu. In fact, they even warned the government if shut was down. These are people who claim say we don't own anybody using Kasa to deceive everybody. Today, when I heard a friend say Canada, Japan, Japan, all of them now talking about this economy, say ya in then I think that Ghana we have gotten to a point even to charge these 10 candidates and elections for murder. Oh yes.
For being honest.
So for deceiving us to 2020. When him say they knew all these challenges say about me strategic. They knew say where you talk or you not action talk early. But they came and told the oil buffer stock and say, Nanado to me been 4 years to do more. People have died because of giving the opportunity 4 years to do more. And after they are not paying their debt for them. So don't these deserve to be charged for murder? For deceiving Ghanaians, knowing very well say they have somebody who is not an economist, who is not strategic, but they push Ghanaians to accept him say he's the best person to lead Gaza.
Bawumia is not an economist.
This is what they said. I'm not making.
No, he is not an economist.
Also, strategic.
What do you think? Why is Bawumia not an economist?
Oh, I mean, believe this is more than Lotto forecaster. And this is the man who told you, say, oh no, bridge no. And I say, hospital He has given you many examples. Say, oh no, bar. He will do 10 times of those issues. He told Ghanaians, economists, the catcher will say, Ghana loan na dika almost 120 billion, 40 billion those time. Onunya sa sikanwa. Obeye road a free Ghana. Atra paga. As the hospitals, aye railways every amanse. Now we gave him almost 650 billion. Road no 1 year. He's an economist.
I say Ghana card no canning in Abuma.
So because a lot of factors in the base side way. It's more of a lotto forecaster than what he's talking
Maybe
about.
you've not paid attention to Ghana card and then so far so.
So can Agyapong own Ghana card? Eh?
Maybe he's something like you.
No, because Alan Soy. Until he's the only wise person within the MPP. He's the only wise person. I feel like that today. I can't take it to be the best economics that I have. Because Alan Kachira say, oh no, where you book economy or read your old school. A pass here, whether he paid to pass, you don't know. But the practical say, fear nansa no, a day the economy.
No can Agyapong na kan.
I'm kind. What's his book economics?
Can say I employ 7,158 people.
But me I respond. Me I respond. What's it? Mamun feel more because of Mosika. He responded to him. Mamun feel more Mosika. But I dare you no move vote to Modobachantro.
On the case move vote to Madi Obe.
Yes, I say but he's talking about if I have money, it shows I can do it. What's the minister committee to control? Met me opportunity. This is what Baomi is talking about.
As I say, the Mpensenmpensenmu so Baomi and I'm pushing to say.
Debut. It's the people. It's you.
Answer number ne mu edro nyina.
In fact, yen unim ushe campaign one.
Is now the guy to beat.
No, I've been MPP.
Because MPP for now can say Chabono. More NDC for so more Chabono. Because it's here, honorable government. Can't say me or Cascai train was saying. Oh yeah, Baumia is vice president. But all can work bonidi. Okay, I'll give you the time. One more reason
of why it's so. Before the election 2020, Baumia made it on record. So by the time by August 2020, let's Sky train now. We have resolved. There's a communicator okay say Baumia Nanado what if for no Baumia at the first Inte Baumia first no 2 million and we did at their campaign. Tell me
no, that's unfortunate. You know, because we cannot say about 2 million about Baumia. No, but Madi, you can there all can Mama slide. But to say Baumia,
let me bring you
2 million
let me bring you to it.
No, Baumia.
Me free
give face for no so mutu SK.
Scale no say chair. Omo fisa e friend say ade amoya no as if omo kesa mo kom ho. Ndo do gati e bisa no. So we na minister of railways.
I listen to him.
And I say sika no. What say omo mutu e sika no bisa omo. Me man to sika no. Na why na to sika no? No got all of us about to sika no. But me find my last word. It look like MPP is even confused in this contest. When we say Lancharamante called voter region, year MPP 4, the MPP who hate Lawrence to the marrow. Or you know me MPP 4 anymore. Only campaign. Was it Muntu Mami MPP delegate to? But Meso Musen or Lawrence Sumu Ghana.
Martin, Yanko Haruna.
Michelle say every idea. MPP primaries, the intended candidates who want to lead NPP come 2024 a year. And say it's not going to help the cause of NPP because we need a country just as it was when they came to power. The country was peaceful, and John Dramani Mahama handed over a peaceful country to His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. And if you share Sana way as an internal contest, say a year, it won't end well in their quarters. We want them alive and we want them as credible as they used to be. 2024 general elections is going to be based on economic issues. Share or assetinana to ababa. Finish. That is the end results. The economic performance indicators as a country and any other country in the world, the major ones now will be bet me a related your unemployment, exchange rate, the consumption pattern and consumption performance, your trade, na Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice president, Etroy Blues, as the context is not about who has money, it's about competence. And here Kennedy Agyapong, so would say, it's not about who can lie, it's about who can do the work. That means they have started throwing arsenals and bows to each other. It is not, for me, helpful for their contest. The question I ask, and I would want to pick from His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia, is that the economic hardship in this country, in the past and present, we don't want to say COVID about we went the
even if COVID and Ukraine war had something to do with it, we don't want it to be cited as an example
at all, because
well, even if genuinely has something to do with it.
Baby, when your fundamentals are wrong,
when they are weak,
I'm just saying when they are wrong, when they are weak, when they are what have you, the exchange rate
will expose
you. And in 2016, what was the exchange rate? That's a question.
Well, but I say warped. I say he stands by it by a warped logic. To say because self fundamentals near weak, you will not take into consideration other factors.
Which
taking into consideration other factors.
Which is
Ukraine.
You can't forget about it before Okasa Asemno. We are talking about the rates at which OG Ghana mine as vice president. What was the rate? And at the rates of 2020, let's just look at before 2020 elections, before COVID, what was the exchange rate at that time? I say or more analysis because of lack of time. The consumption pattern, many as Ghanaians, Begia to Mose, the appetite, many appetite, are reduced drastically because of what many receive at the end of the day. The propensity to consume in Ghana are reducing to a level where many at the end of the day you cannot boast of 3 square meal. At the end of the day, we know. Now, if
I don't think
you don't think because he's doing economic management, and you must manage well. And yes, sir, if you keep that appetite of 2012, 13, 14 up to 20, every how. So for me, Kennedy Agyapong is talking about the strategist, not the strategy. He's talking about the strategist. And Okwisi, His Excellency the Vice President, what kind of strategist are you when Mesika Mediato Bank, as for example 10 million, within 6 to 1 year, I am expecting profits from the bank. But the 10 million is not even the 10 million that I bought. I didn't bring 9 million, I didn't bring 3 million, I didn't bring 4 million. I brought 10 million. Now then, I'm going to mix car and drew 10 million now me the buy. That is what he's talking about in the internal context. Let's look at the trade in this country. Meanwhile, Uko Port is here. You will get to understand that Ghana is really, really suffering.
Why?
Yes, because one, the Abusokai spare parts dealers have stopped importing spare parts because of the duty. You are
manufacturing cars here. Yeah, let's concentrate.
Well, we are manufacturing. Cars. How many cars are we? How many companies are here? And how much do you think? About 4. Yes. What is the production rate? The the cost of production in this country compared to 4 or 5 years ago is not same again. Therefore, we are there. It has reduced investor confidence in this country. Hard doing to say a Ghana, an emerging economy like Ghana, suffering from an economy that was emerging since 4 years, 5 years ago. And at the end of the day, His Excellency, the economic wizard or wizard is doing.
Okay.
Seriously.
But you've made your point.
I'm not done.
But you can't be done. Unfortunately, no, but it was also very necessary. Alaj, I said Baumia has been the man to beat.
Yeah.
Obia target. Say Baumia, it's all to pack on, all eyes on me.
Yeah.
I said all eyes on Baumia. Obia Sisane Arsenal, the target here Baumia.
Sanity. Anopeyi Mesanchiano, His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Alaj Baumud Baumia. Obia Waye Vice President, what boy Jumaiji being changed. All the vice presidents in history in this country. Nkrumah, they are not only vice president. They are all successive vice presidents. There has not been a single vice president what boy Juma what demonstrate say on your armchair vice president. All of them are ebedu near Baumia Aye. He's only the America say NDC for no the free titi or no musro no. Na internally no so no. The 9 no who say the guy is just high there. So it's good. So mubo we know ebono. And if you are a politician, you understand what I'm saying. Until we are not protected, he's still campaigning because near Ghana for a who on the mono. God willing, next year 2024 December. But Mia said so many things which he has done. One village, one dam, one district, one hospital. Yabusu ya 88. One district, one can say factory which have done over 100.
How is that to his credit?
Oh yes, he's the vice president and he was touting it all the time. Oh no, you press conference.
The 2 million for Kamano.
When all of you were talking, I was here.
Just remind him.
No, you don't remind him. I was here. I was taking notes. That is Baumia for you. One constituency, one ambulance. We have a lot of campaign message. There has never been any government
$1 million.
Why here we be sir? And those monies that he was mentioning, when you were talking, I was here. I wouldn't.
No, just adding to your.
Yes, and yes, MP, sir. When we were saying it, they thought we were coming to give them the money. We said no. Self-government special initiative. So, we don't necessarily have to go and give an MP $1 million. No, fine day. So we know that. That is Baumia for you. Baumia is focused. On any free campaign now, so. It's as Ghanaians know where we fail. Ghanaians know very well. Say in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, now Ghana's economy was being referred as the best performing economy in the world. But if I'm lying, say you are a liar. And the twin shocks performing economy, 2017 to 2020, early 2020, before the advent of COVID. And near COVID, be ye or Chrome, not still, and feel a grandma government. It tells you how wicked they are.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Oh, wicked. Yes. No government in history has gone through what this government has gone through. No government in history.
Don't you think wicked is
okay, I withdraw it. Maybe it's too strong a word. But no wicked per se, say, wicked in the way sense of this guy.
But this is the first time
they should have pity.
Essence say, is their trade.
Essence say, if they are not being that.
He has just said he doesn't mean wicked in the sense of the word wicked, as in you can kill. But you know,
there's no wicked. There's no prophet who's called wicked.
No matter what
wicked is only related to wicked thing, but it can't change the
language. No, he's saying that.
But let me have my time. He will not agree with you. He will not agree with you.
Then no come. Sika oba wodi here $2 billion COVID sika wodi here. What team wa Ghana?
Esa say ni aya fam. As a government be am fam da. COVID be ma ye 2 year habomo for 1 year. To airports. That's all we get our revenue. To your airports, your borders.
We got
teacher for
we got some money from somewhere to show up the revenue shortfalls.
For 1 year, that teacher 40 fee and try the school for school. Now so you teacher for worker. Since COVID by for 3 years, what is say a buying edge for say COVID abanti busumu abayan triaka. We pay. You can say even including ni omo be teacher emu ahwensi nothing. On better teacher allowance, nursing allowance, we continue to pay them. This government, you deny na esa say opening oye nanado dankwa. O say minim senior obi hwe ni nkwa, minim senior obi hwe ni nkwa me didn't back to life. But minim ni ametumi aye e the economy ni aba back. And that's exactly what it's doing now. See amini wo ka say the economy is picking up again. The economy is picking up again. ADB projection on my growth. All other countries in the world, you're 4%. CCI, you're 4.2%. We've gone above the ADB, African Development Bank projection. Even the global projection, you're 1.5% higher than even the global projection. The economy is picking up. Petrol are free over 20, diesel are free over 20 cedis per liter. And then you turn less than 12 cedis or around 12 cedis per liter. More, almost half. Dollar echo ya almost 17 cedis. And the dollar is saying about probably under 10 cedis. And then 11 point something. The economy is picking up. Inflation airdrop. These are all due to external shocks. Because Baumia, the best economists, I will say today, Ghana. And they know the political I forgive them. And I mean, you can't asema. Mostly no omo pese ye beka. You can't about Ukrainian Russian war also. Bonia edi Ghana for they don't know. I was just trying to list them. They don't even know say 62% of ye can say wheat ye import 62% to every Ukraine. Omo nim say fertilizer. I am 62%. Omo nim say increasing by 62%. What from the time the Ukraine is saying wheat. From the time I want to start here, I increased by 62%.
I don't get it.
The price almost turned at that time.
Okay.
I increased
well over
by 62%. As I say, where you Ghana, where you Ghana, yes, happening now. I hit every single economy, and you Ghana cry. As I say. Masa, Obi Kasa, we don't do justice. We sit and wait. You take your thing, you raise your hand as if I should stop. We are not in a meeting, no. We are on set. Everybody is. So you talk. Then you talk. You do this. You do that. You make justice. No. You are disrupting me. Don't draw his attention. Try to sit down. So many things. I did not. Because I've been on set for today for over so many years. So take your time. On transintie.
Somebody can get your best time.
On transintie. Fertilizer increased by 300%. Fertilizer. By 300%. And amazed by 36%. Me we hono. Nyama na ka me ba nyama ye import over but time on ho. Enti ni America ni say.
Wanye fight to.
Me nuanom. And a Ghana for. Mun share a pioneer from 2020. That two shocks he edi abayin firm. Now so ye dina so mo lights so 24/7. Yanko dum so mo.
All right. Goodness.
24/7. This will be a very routine maintenance.
Okay.
People are looking at
61.98% in 2018.
We don't do this. We don't do this on
something
a set,
percent now. We can about
the
very good economy before 2018.
24/7. Ghana for
all right, thank you very much.
There's some line top petrol. There's some line top gas. And that is empty for you.
Area Asia on original 91.9 FM. Na yemfa adwene kasa dwumadi no. Amra bia fo nyame hira mu. Bye bye.